Hey everyone, welcome to the Daily here on MLSsoccer.com. Josh Wiseman, joined by Simon Borg, getting you ready for the weekend here. Got a lot going on, Simon. Let's go back to yesterday. U.S. Soccer unveiling a 26-man roster for essentially the next month or so. The next round of friendlies, the next round of World Cup qualifiers coming up in June. Some interesting names on that list and some names that aren't on that list. Simon, what are some of the things that stood out to you about that?
Well, first, Stuart Holden is back. First time since October 2010, he's on this list. Josie Altidore, a lot of people were worried he wasn't going to be part of the May friendlies because of his club team in Holland. He is going to be reporting to camp May 26th. There are 6 goalkeepers for the first time, and they're going to be rotating in and out of camp. And then the biggest question, and this is something Jurgen Klinsmann is going to have to address in his conference call with media today, and we'll have full coverage of that. Why is he calling up players who are not getting time with their club team? Breck Shea, Michael Parkhurst, and he's leaving out guys like Carlos Bocanegra, who's now getting regular playing time with Racing Santander. And Donovan, obviously, we know he's out of it, but why not Bocanegra? That's one of the big questions he's gonna get today.
Gonna be fun to follow that conference call, and of course the next month for the U.S. men's national team. Make sure you check out the roster as well as a full slate of reaction on MLSsoccer.com. 3 big questions, Simon, heading into a very busy MLS weekend. Let's start out in Cascadia, Vancouver, and Portland. Of course, Portland, this is now a streak. This is 9 unbeaten. Do you think they keep up their good road form in Vancouver?
Yeah, absolutely. Isn't that stunning, the road form for Portland? They are undefeated this year, a team with so many problems on the road, still undefeated on the road. And they go into a place in Vancouver where they've had success in the past. They hoisted the Cascadia Cup trophy last year in Vancouver. This is a big Cascadia Cup clash. Vancouver want to get in on the game here in Cascadia Cup, make a run against Seattle and Portland, and they're on a good run. A win against the LA Galaxy, a tie in Montreal in the Canadian Championship midweek. So this is a Vancouver team that's kind of finding itself.
All right, now let's go to Sunday. This is the big one of the weekend. New York and LA from Red Bull Arena. That one's 1 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Simon, which set of DPs has the edge in this one?
Well, Josh, they may not play in the same conference, but that's what it's all about. The battle of the DPs whenever New York and LA face off. I think we just saw Robbie Keane and Landon Donovan have a great match against Philadelphia, and they produced. That's in midweek. But New York, Thierry Henry has had a good season so far. He's coming off a good rest, 2 weeks of rest for him. Tim Cahill, he's finding the back of the net, so very intriguing to see what happens in this one. I would give the edge, however, to LA because I think a wide open game, a counter-attacking game for LA really suits them well.
Yep, and again, that one's 1 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 this Sunday, New York and LA. Last one, Dallas and Seattle. FC Dallas are the best team in the league right now, but they're taking on a Seattle side that's really waking up. Our very own Corey Gibbs has a preview of that one.
Thanks, guys. This weekend's Western Conference battle is going to be the match to watch. Dallas is in great form right now, averaging over 2 points per game, and is one of the highest scoring teams in the league. On the home side of the pitch, Seattle's on a 3-0-2 run in the last 5 matches, and coming off of a 4-0 thrashing over San Jose this past weekend. My prediction is that Seattle takes all 3 points from the Western Conference leaders. Like I've always said, and from personal experience, CenturyLink is a very difficult place to grab road points in these crucial conference matches.
Thanks, Corey. And once again, that one is 10:30 p.m. Eastern on MLS Live. Seattle and Dallas, just one of 9 games this week. And of course, there's going to be coverage wall-to-wall on MLSsoccer.com. Some player news for you this morning. Simon, big reports coming out of South America. Diego Forlan, 2010 World Cup Golden Ball winner, is the best player, guy who scored a ton of goals in his career all across Europe, saying that he would love to come to MLS. What do you make of this news?
Well, we've heard this in the past about Forlan. A lot of rumors back when he was still in Italy. And I say where there's smoke, there's fire. What's interesting about this one, though, is that he is actually saying he wants to come to MLS. I think that's a big step in this. So I think he'd be a great addition to MLS. The question is where? Who needs a player like him? I think 2 teams stand out to me. Chicago Fire, Seattle Sounders. I think both teams, although they're on opposite ends of the table, they could use his creativity, his vision in the attack, and his unpredictability.
It's going to be an exciting one to watch, Simon. What do you think about the Diego Forlan to MLS rumors? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. That does it for us here on The Daily. A couple things you need to check out on the site before the weekend. Referee Week is coming to a close, and right now there is a great video up on the site. Video Simon, during an MLS Reserve League match from a referee's perspective. You got to watch that. And of course, some news about Golazo, which is a brand new MLS digital matchday experience for you, the fan, that we think you're going to like. Again, that does it for us here on The Daily. We will talk to you guys on Monday.